Hey, you out there, it turns out, how do you make an intro? You just start talking and then you have an intro. Is it any good? No, not yet. But it's gonna get way better because there's no way this song sucks. Because there are 4 people singing, 3 of them I know. I know BudaKhel, I know all 3 of them, and they are lights out, super fucking awesome. KATRINA Velarde though, I don't know. I didn't even know she was Filipino until like 2 minutes ago. But if there's anything I know about Filipino performers that I've reacted to is damn near 100%. Actually, no, I don't know if there's been a single Filipino performer I've reacted to that was not awesome. Some of the songs I don't like. But from Wish Bus and all that stuff, pretty much every single person, be it rapping, singing, male, female, group, band, whatever. Oh, band, 4 of Spades. Holy shit, love me some 4 of Spades. But yeah, everyone's been great, so I'm not really nervous that this is gonna be good. I am nervous that it's fucking 7 minutes long. It must be like movie, like there must be like a movie thing. You guys remember when they had rap songs and in the middle of the rap songs they'd have like a 45-second skit like right in the middle of the song? That shit died because it was a really bad idea. To me it was a bad idea, but maybe that's this. There's gonna be like 30 seconds of movie footage or something. I don't know, but let's go. Let's go it. Go it? That's not English. That hollow body guitar is fucking awesome.
No mountains too high for you to climb. All you have to do.
Oh, I got that mic. That's one of my new upgrades. Look at her mic. Does my mic. Look at the back. I'm bad with microphones, so why am I not using this? Because I don't actually know how to make it sound good, but whatever.
Just have some climbing faith. Oh yeah. No rivers too wide for you to make it across.
Oh, I have to fix something. Because the first thing I said was about the microphone. And people were like, bro, you're not even talking about the music. Okay, the music is like this string section intro. That's fine. Nothing to remark up there. It's just kind of like, it's a string section. What do you want them to do? It's basically a keyboard arranged for 4 string instruments. Her voice, very pretty. But this is the first time I've heard her. Not blown away yet. I'm assuming that I will be because she's doing that. She's saving it. There's like a build up. There, I talked about the music.
All you have to do is believe it when you pray. And then you will see the morning will come.
Okay, but his voice is already fucking dope though. Sorry, KATRINA. I'm sure you're gonna shine, but his voice is already the shit.
And then you will see the morning.
The difference between them is hers is like pleasant but soft. His is low. This is a crazy thing about low volume for you performers or people not performers to think about, is that oftentimes when you lower your volume of your instrument, whatever, horn, string instrument, playing guitar, you give up clarity and power to be soft. And so I think something that's really awesome to learn to do is to still have a little bit of power even when you're very quiet. And his voice is very low, but there's still there's a sharpness to it. There's a knife edge to it that's cutting.
When you pray, and then you will see the morning will come, and every day will be bright as the sun. All of your fears, cast them on me. I just want you to see. I'll be your cloud up in the sky.
Ooh, her one high note. Okay, I can hear it coming. When she was like, I'll be your... That little high note had like a little elbow on it.
Just want you to see. I'll be your cloud up in the sky. I'll be your shoulder when you cry. I hear your voices when you call me. I am your angel.
Oh, God, people got pissed at me saying about the last thing, but I'm gonna say it again. Don't get mad. Everyone here is awesome. But what I do want to say is that even though this is a performance video, it is a mixture of shots, which is really easy to see, right? Because look how close she is to that microphone. And then the other shot, there's no microphone in the picture. See right here? There's no microphone there. So these are all, they're mixing and matching audio takes with mixing and matching visual takes. I'm not accusing anyone of cheating. Everyone had to actually sing this. Everyone is actually awesome. But I do think understanding that there's a cinematic element to how they're mixing up the shots of the recording versus the audio you're hearing. It's a movie. It's like a movie / performance, but the movie's taking place in the studio.
When you call me, I am your angel, and when all hope is gone, I'm here. No matter how far you are, I'm near. It makes no difference who you are. I am your angel.
Like that synth that just came in.
You are. I am your
right there.
Angel. I'm your angel. I saw the teardrops and I heard you cry. All you need is time.
Oh, shit. That's fucking... All right, hold up.
I saw the teardrops and I heard you cry. All you need.
They're doing the panning. Y'all here live can hear this. If you're hearing this in the future, you might not hear it, depending on how I edited it. But now when the keys hit and they hold the keys, what is it, 8th notes, 16th notes? It's gotta be 8th. It's 8th. I don't even need to play it back, even though I went backwards already. So when they hold the keys down, when you hold the chord down, it's going in 8th notes, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and between your left and right ear.
And I heard you cry. All you need is time. Seek me and you shall find.
Yeah, I like the fuck out of this. So that was just a really long intro. That's why it's 7 minutes. It had like a minute long intro.
You have everything and you're still lonely. It don't have to be this way. Let me show you a better day. And then you will see the morning will come and all of your days will be bright as the sun. All of your fears, just cast them on me. How can I make you see? I'll be your cloud up in the sky. I'll be your shoulder when.
All right, this is like straight up, anyone who's old enough to remember, this is straight up like 1991 to 1997 R&B / soul, which I fucking love. Yeah, it's like a breath of fresh air. It reminds me almost of like when Boyz II Men had some of their songs that had a little bit of swagger and weren't like all ballads, kind of something in that, but the keys sound a little newer. But yeah, I fuck with all that.
When you cry, I hear your voices when you call me. I am your angel, and when all hope is gone, I'm here. No matter how far you are, I'm near. It makes no difference who you are. I am your angel. I'm your angel. I am.
Oh, did it, keys?
And when it's time to face the storm.
Actually, right? This is like a what year is it, Kat? Do you know? It's like a 25-year newer version of almost like when Boyz II Men sang with Mariah. It's kind of like that type of a vibe and atmosphere.
I'll be right by your side. This will keep us safe and warm. I know that we'll survive.
Love that bass.
And when it seems as if your end is drawing near.
Oh, also just call your attention to the background, because I think abrupt changes in the accompaniment is important for song development. And right now is the first part where we had the keys just go quarter notes. Cha, 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 cha. Everything else the keys has done has always been this smooth pad that like rotates or like a little bit of a melodic line. But this is the first time we just have chord stabs. Chung, chung. So let's back up right before it goes into the chord stabs.
I know that we'll survive.
Wait.
When it seems
Oh, we have one more half a section.
Don't you dare give up the fight. No. Just put your trust beyond.
They come in right here, I think.
I'll be your cloud up in the
Where'd it go?
sky.
How far back did I go?
I'll be your shoulder when you cry.
I must have like spazzed out on the background button, on the back button.
I hear your voices when you call me. I am your angel. And when all hope is gone, I'm here. No matter how far you are, I'm near. It makes no difference.
Sorry, y'all just gonna have to suffer. Did I hit the forward button instead of the back button? What happened? Hold up. Right here. I must hit the forward button instead of the back button. I was like, what the fuck? 326? That's what happened. I hit the wrong button. Anyways. It's a good song. We can listen to more of all the same shit we've already heard. Okay, now we'll lead into the... And we also know for the next minute, it doesn't, the chords don't stab because I accidentally played the next minute.
I'll be your cloud up in the sky. I'll be.
Oh, and I guess since I made you hear it twice, we might as well go a little deeper on it. Why do I think it's so important? Not just texturally, that the keys are doing something different, right? Because all the instruments are doing slightly different things between different sections. So why do I care that the keys were stabbing like that? Yes, it does change the texture of the song. It does change the way the keys sound. It does change the foundation that the melody's on. Yes, that's all true. But it also changes which instrument is keeping time. Now, typically when you have a drummer present, you always assume that the drummer's keeping time, but that is not true. In many forms of music, like walking bass in a jazz song, the bass line is keeping time, right? Because time is the quarters. That's what we're all relating to. So if the bass is going doom, 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 that's keeping the time. So when all of a sudden the mix clears out and we have the piano going cha, 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 all of a sudden the timekeeper in the arrangement changes, and now the keyboard player is defining the time. So we shifted from some other aspect of the group to the keyboard player, and now since I'm saying that, we can listen and figure out who's the new timekeeper. Back up.
Cloud up in the sky. I'll be your shoulder when you cry.
And now it's back to the drummer. How do we know? Because everyone else's notes are super long. No one is going short enough to keep the time. Even the bass is playing like half notes.
I hear your voice.
Or syncopated, not syncopated, but pick up notes to each measure.
When you call me, I am your angel. And when all hope is gone, I'm here. No matter
Now the timekeeper, the claps.
how far you are, I'm near. It makes no difference who you are. I am your angel. I'll be your cloud up in the sky. I'll be your shoulder when you cry. When I hear your voices when you call me, I am your angel. And when
Okay, now we have like a super funny mix because we have two copies of Katrina right now. Listen to the melismatic thing she does, and then watch her face. So we have her singing the harmony, and then we also have a second copy of her singing the ornamentation. Back up. Hold on. Right here. Oh, we have multiple copies of the guys too. I now hear at least one other guy, maybe two. So at this moment, we actually have at least 6 singers. No. 7? To me, I like the idea of, like, if I had to try to make a song like this and I only used 4 vocal sounds, I would wonder, why can't I make it sound the way I'm hearing? It's because, oh, wait a minute, all of a sudden we switched and we have at least 2 more vocals, maybe 3. And as far as background mixing, we could have doubling. There really could be 11 vocals or 12 vocals right now. And people who are like, why are you pointing that out? You're saying that they can't do it. No. Everyone is singing what they're singing. Everyone is like a vocal, awesome virtuoso person. Everyone here has to do everything they're doing. But we're talking about after you record, when you're actually like building this house. Like, how do you build it? Also had a big intro, and now we have an extended outro where we're repeating the chorus. And just like I was talking about Katrina having the second line on top, now the guys have kind of taken turns where there's all 4 of them singing, and then one of them has like an upper line, it's not really a counter melody, a melodic fragment, an ornamentation, whatever you want to talk about. They're kind of just going off on that. That's R&B soul singer thing where when you sing a line, you kind of decorate it. It's originally by Celine Dion and R. Kelly. You know that's going in the tag. I had no idea Celine Dion and R. Kelly did a fucking duet. Are you kidding me? Wait, so did they use, since there's 3 guys and there was some doubling in there, did they use 6 copies of R. Kelly with Celine Dion? I gotta write that down. I'm not gonna remember that. Okay, but let's get to the brass tacks. How do I feel about it? Well, number 1, first and foremost, and this is just my opinion, it's a reaction channel, man, it's my opinion. I said when I looked at the 7 minutes, I thought that was crazy. And yes, after hearing the song, I think that is dramatically too long. I think it's a solid 2 minutes, maybe 3 minutes too long. I'm not sure how much that entire intro is actually needed, because the meat and potatoes was the harmony and the melody and the vibe of the band. And a lot of times when you have an intro, it's to kind of set the tone for a piece. But their intro actually kind of served to kind of tease the melody, maybe? And also to be quiet. We had like a quiet softness with these strings before we got the funk groove. I think the funk groove was strong enough that we didn't really need that extended intro. And then we had an extended outro where we took a section that we've already heard 2 or 3 times, and then we repeated that section. And I don't know if we need that much repetition of that section. I didn't need it. You know, so you pick your, I would either have a couple of them, so they were taking turns. So it would be, you know, her on top once, and then the guy on top once, and another guy on top once. And I would kind of either say, maybe take their 2 sections and overlap them, because they're not probably ornamenting at the same time. It's like in Leonard Skinner or Allman Brothers or somebody, when they actually have 2 guitar solos going on at the same time. As long as the notes are far enough apart in time values, it actually works really well. One of the most popular songs of all time, Freebird, has 2 guitars soloing at the same time, and it's one of the most popular songs of all time. So it can work. But even if you didn't want that, then I would just pick your 2 or 3 favorite renditions and use those as your out. You got 4 people, take the best 2. Sorry, 2 of you don't make the cut. The other 2 get to make it, and we get to cut that section down. So I think the actual arrangement's kind of bloated. Like my videos are. Why you talk so much? Your videos are too big. You should talk less. Just like you think I should talk less, I think the length of that song is too long. I think it's kind of like beating a dead horse. Katrina's voice, very nice. But I never lie to y'all. I wouldn't... Katrina, I'm sorry if you're here. You're not here. Someone might tell you maybe, oh, Morissette's bass player showed up on one of my videos once. So like shit gets around to people. Dude, Morissette is a different thing. Like Katrina's very good. But Morissette is like, and I like this song a lot better than I like a lot of Morissette's songs. But as far as vocal power and range, dude, Morissette is on a fucking different level. Like, I've probably said it 40 times on this channel. She's the best living female vocalist that I've heard that is still singing. Dude, number 1, it's a big jump from number 1 to number 6 or number 1 to number 10. Like, so Katrina sounds very good. But I'm also gonna be, I'm being honest. I preferred all the male vocals. I don't think that's a slight, because when you're on a track with 3 other amazing singers, if you come in 4th place, it doesn't mean you did a bad job. In fact, the way I like to look at it is, I don't think I'm a bad musician. I think I'm pretty good. And so if I go on stage and I get off stage and people are like, he was the worst one up there, I'm like, perfect. Then I picked the right people to play with. Like, I want everyone else to be super amazing and awesome. So, I don't know if this video did not make me a Katrina fanboy, if that's what you're curious about. It didn't happen. So, the strengths of the arrangement, I 100% loved. I thought they were flawless. Like I said, they remind me of some of my favorite shit from like the mid to early 90s. I love the keys, the bass, the little horn stuff going on. I like the harmony between the singers. And I really liked the strength of our 3 male vocalists in there. So there, that's it's a fucking reaction, man. What do you want? You know what it is? The reason why I'm like always like, because people get butthurt. Every video, out of all the videos I've ever made, which I think we're about 1,800 now, the only videos that have a lot of thumbs down is if I say anything other than glowing reviews about the music. I'm like, well, but I can't lie. I don't feel like selling out to you. I'd rather have like a video with nothing but thumbs down than lie to myself and lie to you. So that's just how I feel about it. That's what's up. All right, later, YouTube in the future, YouTube in the present. I'll see you in just a second.